welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mariette Candice Nasasid. I'm so happy you have subscribed, you're liking the videos and you're sharing them. Today I have a very, very beautiful lady with me here. Her name is Nina Rose. She needs no introduction. She's a Ugandan property. Happy Independence Day if you're Ugandan, whether here or abroad. Thank you very much for flying the Ugandan flag so high.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy that you mentioned Ugandan property in your song, so anyone who listens, it doesn't have to say, where is that girl from? Who is that?
Straight up, I'm proud to be Ugandan and happy independence to every woman in the industry, mostly in our industry.
I've noticed several times you say female woman a lot. Are you a feminist?
I am. Yeah.
Proudly.
Proudly, one.
Who is Nina Rose?
Nina Rose is a humble person, God-fearing, a go-getter, an artist, a model. Yeah.
Okay. Where were you born?
When?
Where?
I was born here in Uganda, here in Kampala, Mengo. Yeah. Nkulidde wali Kibuli Mutajazi.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 25 years. Born on 17th July 1995.
Any siblings?
Yeah, but I'm only one in my mom and dad, but I have siblings on both sides.
Okay. Anyone in the family that is in the industry, where does talent come from?
Totally. My mom used to sing in church. Yeah. And I think that's where it all started from. I didn't grow up with my parents to know so much about their background and all that, but we thank God we're here. Yeah.
When we're growing up, we have different dreams. I know at some point I wanted to be a lawyer, then I say journalist, then I say I'll do this. Did you grow up knowing you want to be a musician?
I would be, if I wasn't an artist, I would be a lawyer, like you. But fate is fate. I think I'm meant to do this.
I think so. You have the voice for it.
I thank God. I'm still learning. I'm still working on my masterpiece as well. I'm not that perfect, but I'm a person who has learned to grow in the process. And I trust every process God takes me through. Yeah.
Which schools did you go to?
St. Stephen, my primary school, St. Stephen's Church of Uganda, Kisugo. I went to Kisugo Mixed. I went to Kakungulu Memorial, then Mityana Trinity College. Yeah.
And then you joined the industry?
And then I joined East African University. I was doing a Bachelor in Business Administration, Kansanga. Then I dropped out in my second semester. I couldn't afford to go to school anymore, and then that's when I started to revert to music.
Okay. Why did you leave school?
Life, challenges. Life has a way it plays you around, but then I'm grateful I reached that level. Yeah. Then ntandikawo living in denial because I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't working. I was enjoying life, you know. I'm not afraid to talk about that because it's what shaped me to be who I am. Yeah, I used to do traveling and modeling till Katonda Nagamba, you know what, I think you need to sing.
Yeah. Who introduced you to the industry? How did you get to join the music industry?
Empress, mukazi wa Nati Nathan. Ya introducing yankwata ku mukono ne tubeera nga tutambulanga ffenna, then nantwale wa Daddy Andre. Daddy Andre, I remember he had the studio ku Ensambya Kasasiro. And that's when I started being introduced to artists, abenjawulo, ba Gift of Kado, and then you grow with the process. Nentandikira awo nga nenga nyimba nzirayo ku ssomero nga tebanzikiriza.
Yeah. And then you joined the industry.
After school, Katinga Nkuze, then that's when professionally I started music. Okujikola nti nkola mu sente. That was 2016. Around October, I released my first song with Olimekete, with Kabako. It was called Olimekete. That song I want to thank Jeff Chiwa. Yeah, alumfunira, and then natandika okulenga foundation for me. I would be mean if I wouldn't recognize him, because when it comes to professional work, it's a different kind of story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a female artist, what are some of the challenges you faced in this industry?
Being a woman in the industry, you have...
For a very long time, we had people that were dominating the men. Even up to now, they're still somewhere, though we are giving them...
we're winning.
But we've had the Bebe Cools, the Radiant Weasels, the Bobby Wines, the Chameleons, as the people who are running the industry.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges for the females?
The challenge I found is who to trust and who understands your dream. As a woman is really difficult, because most of the time people want to take advantage. And in that process, they limit you. They waste your time. Baba buying a time.
Yeah.
But when you have the right attitude and with God, I've learned that there's nothing that can stop you. It's one thing feminists out there know, that when you want something, you go ahead and nothing can stop you at it.
You're very confident and very strong.
Life has shaped me to be that.
I was getting that. What has really brought that into you? What has made you into that kind of person?
Life has knocked me down so many times. I've learned from my mistakes, and I've not been afraid to learn from it, and this is who I am, I think. Yeah, because when you deny it, I think it's a different story.
Okay.
Yeah, but as a woman, I've faced down, I've been down, I've got up so many times, and I think the secret is not giving up.
All right, someone would think a beautiful girl like you would easily get things happening for them.
No, really.
That's what people think.
No, it doesn't work like that. I've tested, by the way, that kind of life where I feel like I want to be given everything because I feel like I'm beautiful, till I went down on my knees and I've prayed for who I am today, and I've tested to work for it.
Yeah.
It's not about just singing. It's about also your brains. It's about coming out and being inquisitive on what you really want. There's nothing free in this world. Everything comes with a pay.
That's very true. That's so true. You've talked about mistakes, and you've openly come out to talk about the fact that you had a period in your time in your life and in your career where you have used drugs.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about that.
You never know when you get there. You just have to accept when you're there, and you get out of there.
How would you think you got there?
It was an influence from friends, of course. When you're in the industry, you're being exposed to so much. You're being exposed to people, to a lot of pleasures, a lot of things that carry you away. And getting there is easy. Getting out is the hardest point. But here's the secret. When you learn to accept that I need help, when you learn to accept not to live in denial, you can overcome anything. So many people have found that I say, like, it's so hard to quit. It's so hard to, when you quit, you're gonna die. I swear to God, I would be so mean if I think I'm living the best life like ever before.
What are some of the things that happened to you that made you realize, I need to do something, I need to change my life?
My physical appearance changed. Drugs torture you physically, spiritually, mentally. You don't think straight, and you reach a point you lose yourself. You get, the temper is always there. The way the approach of life changes. It's only God akulekerako katono noberanga uchasobola nokubera n'abantu. Yeah. It takes a lot from you. This is the reality. There's nothing that drugs add from your life. It takes actually a lot. It's just the few, when you're in the process, you enjoy the moment, but abaganda bagamba amasanyu amangi gazaala enkenku. So when you're happy, you need to slow down and be humble and be like, but what's making me happy? Am I really living a life? Am I me? Because bingi ebituwa essanyu eyo naye nga si birungi. Yeah.
And I know I asked you this when we were on radio, but what do you think leads to people doing that?
Depression, stress. Personally, I was managing myself, and I couldn't handle everything, and I fear the pressure in the industry, and then I thought running into drugs was like running to the safest place where
your way of relaxing was that.
But that's not true. Yeah, the only way chiddukira ekirungi ekisinga amaanyi Katonda yekka yekka. Kubanga it's not easy to deal with people. Yeah, you cannot get away with it, but one thing for sure, when you talk to God, there's a way. He just eases everything, and there is a way you forget about God when you're in that. So that's why I say drugs are spiritual. It's a spiritual world. That's why when you take them, you don't think normally. You think differently, you think about different things. And I wouldn't recommend anyone to even start or even test. Not even these upcoming who want to be like us. But it's more gains. But anyway, ganomba wagabuwe. nebwozikoze otya nebwozikoze otya oba because we have seen it, we have seen the Eminems, we have seen the Whitney Houstons,
yeah.
So we have a lot, fenga ffe abato tulina a lot to learn from tuleke kwekwasa okitegeera tetubiraba naye tubisaako amaaso. Yeah.
I think you would be a great ambassador for such, and we have very many, not even just in the industry, but generally.
I wouldn't want to be.
Uganda is one of the youngest nations in the world,
yeah.
And we have that huge problem of drugs. I really feel this is a very good message.
God has a way how He plans things. I believe me first coming out to speak up is the first step in life, because one thing for sure, drugs make you live in silence. There's so many artists big there who know about this and they don't talk about it. And me talking about it, it was because I experienced a lot and I had no one there. It was only me, and I did it for people who believe in me. Abangamba nti osobola tebaaliyo nga nyingira kiri ekintu, so ntya nnyo mu bulamu okuwemuka naddala omuntu okuwemukira omuntu akukkiriza, because I believe it takes a lot for someone to believe in you. I'm not perfect, I'm not the most singing artist nti oba nti nze asinga eddoboozi. No, I appreciate the little that I can give to people, and I see a refund coming back. I see people get money and pay me for a show. I wouldn't take that for granted.
But how did you manage to, be free from that? Was it friends? Was it rehab? Was it getting saved? How did you manage to overcome that?
It was only God and people that really care about you. Now this is crucial. When you say people, there's so many people in life going around and they praise your success. But there are few that are going to tell you the truth.
True.
Agambe nti olina akajonjo mu maaso oba wano. No. Our life is full of all the time bakuwana, all the time you're perfect. When you wear makeup and wear good clothes, everyone thinks you're okay. But there's what happens behind the curtain as you as a person. I'm human. I break down, I cry, I mess around. Nange manetaaga omukono gabuze wano nange nongamba kankubuuzeko ku kino. This is all we need in life. And musere singa mu bulamu bwaffe kye tusinga obutafuna. So a few of my friends that I call my friends right now, bebanyambeko ate nga Katonda yekka. It was one morning I just woke up and I'm like, but who is my friend? Because I saw myself fading from who I am, who I was before. I looked in myself in the mirror and like, this is not the kind of Nina I know. Like I said earlier, drugs torture you physically. You can see it unless you're living in denial. So then realizing, and then I opened up to one of my friends, that's the Andre, because nkola naye atenga ye omuntu omu abadde azze nga kingambako lwaki tova ku njaga, lwaki olabika bubi oyo olya ku mmere, ng'akugamba amazima agakaawa. But then again, when I used to go back, nga amazima gasigala amazima. Era nze mu bulamu tewali kintu kyensinga kusanyukira nga muntu angamba amazima. Bw'onsekera mu maaso nza n'okulwana naawe kiba kirala. So I went to him and talked about it with him, and one thing for sure, he never told me about rehab. He never told me to do this and that. He only said, you need God. He started teaching me how to know what sin is. Now, it was a different story, because biba bilala when you but for Andre, he was telling me about sin. Sin. Then when I started with drugs, knowing that doing drugs is a sin, then nechi developing into omanya sin chiba chigambo chinene mu bulamu n'ennyambala yo nechi. So it changes how you look at life and the perspective of life, how you see it. Then I started to be humble and look for God. There's nothing in this world changes enti choyinza okwetusaako nga tulina Katonda. Because I remember I used to take most of the time not talking about God with my friends at all. We used to talk about shows. Oh, I tukibira wano muzukuse mwebase so inango ogenze kasoya ambala ka makeup nengoye. But there is one thing we forget. There is one person we forget who is always watching when we are not watching. Who always takes care of us when we don't even know ngovuge motoka ngo tamide ngo kweseza drug use.
Battles we have no idea about.
I don't think I can ever find something I can pay this person than just saving another life.
I'm not just happy that you got over it, but also that you're speaking about it and helping someone out there. I'm sure there's just one person out there who's
I feel like there's nothing I can give back to God than just helping one person or speaking up or tell the goodness what he has done for me.
That's very good. That's very kind of you.
I appreciate it.
Let's talk about your new projects.
Billboard Chipande.
That's an amazing
Njagala kusa ku Billboard Chipande. Ooh, Timbali Nyaliona. Hulanga. It was written and produced by Daddy Andre. I recorded that song in 30 minutes. It's special. I don't know how the writer made, how long he made it, but one thing for sure, I know he's one creative person I've worked with for quite some time. And the video was shot by Dante Kazibwe. I was styled and glammed by Naya Glam and pushed by Casey, my glam squad. And this is my first project under Black Market Entertainment.
So while people were in lockdown in their houses, on TikToks and stuff, you're in studio doing music?
Of course, I love music. One thing for sure that I'm passionate about, njagala music. Natandika kumwagala nnyo na falling in love lunaku natandika okulaba. Omanyi oba otestinzeeko awava ssente. Ng'omukyala, to be honest, I've been surviving on music for like 4 years now. Sinayo muntu akeera nansasulira biiru, but apart from my friends. So I learned to respect that and take it differently. That's why I would do anything to change. Never zona katonda n'emikono gyange ginyabyeko, because I would get lost in the moment and I miss all these moments.
I like asking artists that one moment when they felt like, this is something I'm going to do. Like, when was that wake-up moment for you to say, okay, this is my thing, this is where I'm going to get my money, this is where my life is going to be? Was it the first time your song played on radio? Was it the first time you got paid?
It was the first time I was finding myself. You know, most of the time we're in the world, but we don't know who we are. I used to be around artists before becoming Nina Rose. This thing came when I was in South Africa. I had gone to look for a job. So when I reached there, I talked to my sister. Because I was living a different kind of life here in Uganda. Omanyi okutambula n'ekyaliiwo n'obeera ofunayo akyabiri n'odda wali nga tobisobola. Kati nze mu bulamu olw'ekyannema ku living in denial ekintu bwe mba sikisobola nkita. So I was just in my apartment n'entuula wansi. I was talking to my mom on phone. Because yali andaba nga traveling, I'm from Dubai, I'm here nga sina kyenkola. To be honest, I'm just a freelancer like in life. Kati nenjogera ne mama wange nangamba wange, what is that one thing that you love, like you can do and put your passion into? Nenetunuulira nenga nsobola okusiika lumonde, nsobola okusamba akapiira, byonna ne mbirowooza nsobola okusiba enviiri, nsobola okukola byonna. Mugga Katonda we natuula nenjowooza nampula nenga nsobola okuyimba. Nenkomawo wano. I remember it was a Saturday. Natuukira ne ku Deja Vu. But so most of my friends I was around, but they knew I used to sing. Jeff, this time around I had a different attitude because I was tired. I was tired of living in denial. I was tired of just being a girl, moving here and there. One thing for sure, tewali kiswazanga ekyo. Ng'oli muwala naye nga tolina kyokola. Mwogga Katonda ne buli banga oli mulungi otya nkulayirira. So when I came back, natuukira ku Deja Vu. Nalina ssente mu ngalo nengenda. I was going to eat food, and that's when I talked about it with Jeff. I'm like, I need to sing. He's like, what? Jukira twali tu moving around avonga tu hanging around nenga naye tamanyi tu. Nga bannange bachali bange mwena mugenda yimba. Because I used to move with Shiba by then and there, but I wasn't an artist. I was just a friend. Nga yenda yimba. Nga boli serious. Then that yamna so kanfunira ya wakayimba ka reggae. Andre dali yakakola. Namala nagamba akatikola muluno. Namala nawo mangu bwangu ddala nalooza ne kwa idea y'okuteeka kabako ku luyimba. And boom.
Song happened.
In my life, ambona buna abalala basinga ngenda kwesanga ndi wa Shidi Beats. And then the journey started like that. Yeah.
All right, as we wrap this up, let's talk about how you keep yourself looking good.
I love looking good.
You work out.
I shop literally everywhere. I shop everywhere. Nyoko street. When you have to go, you just have to know what you want, and You be flexible with life. Nze buli wamu sobola okwambalirawo mu moolo mu kikuubo as long as ekintu kyakabi.
Do you work out?
So much. Not so much, I'm lying. But I am afraid of getting out of shape, so I always keep mashinzi wange waka. Yeah. Working out is the best advice I could give to women, not to run into simanyi detoxing, simanyi bityanze. Ekintu kyenyo mu bulamu nga ndaba Katonda teyantwala nakyo naye wali oba osala ng'olaba luto bwe lugejja ng'okibbawo. I work out most of the times, but not all the times.
What are like your beauty tips?
Steaming, drinking a lot of water. Naye era si nnyo careful nti njagala mba nkolimpi. Yeah, I'm just naturally like this. Nti manyi kyenjagala ngeza.
You watch what you eat?
I love eating. Local food mostly, by the way. I don't eat junk food. Njagala nnyo ettooke n'ekinyeebwa. Local food bintu byange.
Do you know how to cook it?
Nnyo. Kusiba ettooke n'endizaako n'enteekako akawunga n'olumonde n'amayiwa. I enjoy it. Because because people chechimfula tiwara kwalina roads imbunyeza okukijawo ekyo.
Is Nina Rose your real name?
Nina Kankunda.
Nina Kankunda. Okay. It was nice chatting with you.
Thank you so much for having me. And I really feel proud now with a woman. I feel like the future is female.
Yes, the future is female.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you very much for watching. And Nina Rose, thank you very much for stopping by. Kindly subscribe and like the channel. Nina Rose has a YouTube channel. It's called Nina Official. Nina Rose Official. Nina Rose Official. Go subscribe, watch her latest video.
After here as well, I'm going to subscribe to her YouTube.
Go watch the latest video, a very beautiful song.